Welcome back. Episode 5, Session 5 for us, of Chronicles of Veth'Arden. Lovely players here. Why is my mic not picking me up worth a shit? I'm about to kill my microphone. Alright. So, we left off kind of on a bit of a cliffhanger. Not by design, obviously, because why would I do that to everybody? But last time, after taking time to kind of take a long rest and, you know, work with getting through some of the things that had happened, such as the death of Mavra's younger sister, looting the Forsaken Hold, as it has been used as a kind of base of operations for the Iron Brand for who knows how long. But going through there, rooting through all of their belongings and stuff that was left behind when they left in quite a hurry. A few items were found, gold books, journals, and then a broken sword. So there was stuff that happened between the players where this broken sword was speaking to them, calling to them, trying to get them to claim it. And it ended up in the hands of a few of you before unceremoniously and very secretively being tossed down a well by Uzmir. And as our players took the few mile hike away from the Forsaken Hold to get back to where they had hidden their wagon carriage so that it would not be, seen or found by any of the enemies, they got there, and as they were riding away, Mavra looked down into her bag, finding a satin-covered blade, partial blade, and that is where we left off. Now, this blade had affected some of their minds, placing ideas and thoughts, trying to get them to think sometimes logically, sometimes illogically. And though it was thrown away, it had already grasped on to the group itself. But as the carriage rode away, Mavra sitting on the back buckboard, some of you sitting on the interior, and Uzmir, are you driving?
I'm pulling it.
You're pulling it, yeah, that's right.
Is the X-Peak.
Uzmir is driving, technically speaking, because he is the Akbeak that is currently controlling it. So, with Mavra's sister, you guys began your... Also, Mavra's picture is definitely incorrect. She is definitely a level 20 Oni right now.
She's Mavra on my end.
No, I mean in the stream. We're gonna fix that real quick, everybody.
Why? It's not broken. I'm clearly a level 20 Oni.
You are clearly not. Easy fix though.
Firepower, oi.
I'm sure you all could use that kind of firepower. Sadly, not today. Easy enough fix. That's a very extreme close-up. There we go. All fixed, all better. We remedied the continuity. So, as you all ride away, Mavra, you find this blade in your bag. You were the only one on the exterior, other than Wolfrin sitting up on the front buckboard, but he cannot see you and wouldn't hear you unless you were yelling. And then Riven is the only one within the wagon, along with the body of your sister, Kavra. So, where are you guys heading?
The closest town with the priest. I cannot remember the name of it.
Righty then.
It's Alari?
Alari. Yep. So, heading to Alari. Alrighty then. I need a survival check from our Buckbeak.
Oh,
Fuck.
Could I assist with this in any way?
Yeah, you can give him advantage if you would like.
Being the
You need what?
From our Axebeak, a survival check to navigate your way through the forest into Alari.
with
Yeah.
advantage.
With
I should have advantage anyways, because I'm from here, but...
Everything is covered in snow, but anyway, a 16. So, as you guys set off, the Axebeak seems to be moving with a purpose, though he cannot speak to you currently because he does not have the vocal cords to be doing that. You guys set off, trudging through the snow. Some of it is knocked down due to just the normal travel within the area, but it's not enough to where you see like the full-on path or road. But as you guys push through the snow, you guys make your way. And is there anything you guys are doing over this two and a half day journey back to Alari?
Riven did had two. He wanted to have make conversation with two people. At least.
Okay.
First he would try to approach Mavra.
Here, we'll do this real quick. Need some stuff here.
Delete the Axebeaks.
Nope.
Or just one of them.
Well, we're gonna get rid of one, but it's not gonna be deleted. Just because Uzmir is here now.
Those are Furion got cheated.
Oh, he lost his cat. That poor
Aww.
guy.
Oh yeah, we'll kill a cat real quick too. There we go.
No.
And at that time, the cat had been murdered.
Make one.
Okay, so as you guys make camp on the first night, you guys set up all your tents. One less tent. So we can get rid of one of those as well.
I technically have a tent also, but
Okay, cool. We'll just keep the number of tents. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's not going to matter too much. I also made them part of the map, so it's not like I can change it unless I'm going to go manually change the map and incarnate. I'm not going to do right now, so fuck that.
I mean, 4 of us, 4 tons, it's fine.
So, as night begins to fall, you all have set up camp. Take it away.
Alright, Riven is gonna try and find Mavra. Once everything's been set up in camp, he's gonna be like, Mavra.
What?
Yeah. Oh, you're not doing anything important, are you?
No,
Well,
not really. Why?
So you're really good at potions, right? Not
Sort of.
potions, poisons. Sorry, poisons.
Oh, yeah, quite adept. Why?
Well, you see, I had this hand crossbow right here. As he just pulls out his hand crossbow, and with lots of bolts, of course. But I've never really had a chance to use them, and I really hate inefficient things. So I was wondering, with my incredible intelligence of mine, of course, whether you could make some sleeping poison.
Sleeping poison?
Yes. You see, we've been being lots of stealthy lately, and with me with my heavy armor now, it's going to be a bit more problematic. But what if they were sleeping? Then it would be much easier to get in, get out. You know? I just want to be more helpful.
I can make, like, toxins, from, like, regular poison, but, I'm no alchemist. I don't know if I could make a sleeping poison. I can try.
What did John Zord say about what did you need for sleeping poison? And Raven's gonna try and remember what John Zord told him about sleeping poison and where he could get the ingredients for it. Unless he's too dumb for it, then. It's fine.
This message has been hidden.
That's been deleted. That's been hidden.
Sus.
It was a history check.
Oh. Oh, is Hakuro muted or? Yeah.
Sorry, my mistake. I was muted. I need you to roll a history check. I was fixing the roll window. Okay. Why is that messed up? I just have to. Is dark mode just broken right now? We'll see. Alright. An 11 and a 10. You trying to recall the specifics of a poison that induces sleep. It has been a while. Ooh. And you remember that there were a number of herbs within it. But specifically, he mentioned some sort of creature that you needed to extract something from the glands within the creature, and you cannot, for the life of you, remember what that creature is. But you can recall the various herbs that you require.
So, I do know the herbs that are needed to make this, but I know there's this creature that we have to get some sort of ingredient from it, and I just can't recall it at the moment. I may have to talk to John Zor later and see if you can tell me. So, sorry, but though, if you could make some normal poisons, that would be helpful too.
Oh, I'm going to hand him 2 vials of my poison from a satchel. Here you go.
Oh, thanks.
I always keep
as-
some.
As Riven just grabs the poison vials and just pastes it in his pack. I'm glad that you always have poison in handy. And you are a cook after all, so but yeah. Thanks for the help. I guess I should leave you be for now.
I think on the animal, it sounds familiar to something we would have come across while we were hunting back home.
Back home, you say?
Yeah.
Do you remember what kind of beast it was?
Like I said, I'll have to think on it.
All right. Well, if you suddenly get a revelation, let me know. I'm not very good with thinking stuff, even though my intelligence is quite high. Yes. Did I say something funny? Well, okay. You don't have to ruin my Friday.
Good night, Riven.
Good night, Mara. As Riven just shuffles, embarrassing over here. And got 2 vials of poison now. Nice.
Those are just basic poison.
Yep.
Oh, for everyone's knowledge, I found the silk-covered blade in my bag. I just stuffed it back in my bag and didn't tell anybody.
Yep.
Nice.
I'm thinking to myself that it must have chosen me for a reason, and that it might really want to help me bring my sister back to life.
So, as you get your vials of poison, anyone else wanting to accomplish anything?
Can I go hunt?
Yeah, roll a survival check.
Loading, 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 loading. I need it. Okay, there we go. Oof.
Going out into the surrounding forest, you don't really find much of any meat. You do find a few errant berries and edible roots and stuff like that you can bring back, enough to feed everybody, but not like it's not going to be the greatest dinner you guys have had on the road. That is for sure.
He is bad at hunting.
The snow is like 8 feet deep. Give me a break.
Okay. Okay, so girlfriend, are you wanting to do anything?
Hmm.
You have just been through a lot. Some of you more than others, but this is just a time if you guys want to address anything with each other, if you have anything outside of normal means that you haven't had a chance to do, if you haven't had like enough off time to do it, this would be the time to do it.
I will approach Riven.
Mac, I'm in the.
Yes, no.
He
And that increases
deserves
his
it.
intelligence.
Riven, you still have that halberd, yes? Or someone has it?
I'm close enough to hear this. I just
Right.
pull the halberd out. I'm like, this one?
Yeah, that
Ah,
one.
yes, that one. You intend on using its power, yes?
Well, that depends on what our lovely slimy boy wants to do with it.
As long as
Well.
you two don't fight over it, I don't care what happens. I will not be using it.
Oh. 'Tis not for me. I'm best with a greatsword. However, if this one should want to use it, I would have some words. In private, if possible.
Well, I guess first things first. Usmir, could I please have the halberd? As he wanders off towards Usmir. I promise I won't hurt any one of you with it, and I won't fight over it.
I didn't think he was gonna hurt one of us with it anyways, but now you're not sounding like this is a great idea.
Please, Usmir, when have I ever failed you?
Come now. You can hand it over. I'll make sure he
Alfred.
uses it for good.
Alfred, let Usmir decide, because if you put any more doubts into his mind, he may not give it back. Usmir, I promise I will not do anything bad with it. You can trust me.
What does this cursed halberd even do? I guess I should ask first. I'm guessing that since you know of it, you know what the curse does.
Hey?
Well, yeah, Riven's gonna let Wolfrin answer that.
Is this... Do I recognize this halberd? Like, anything about it?
Roll a religion check.
Religion check. My strong suit. Oh, that's a 13.
13.
Luckily.
You've heard of relics of different deities. These items don't have like a pure connection to like an aether stone or the aether currents necessarily, like most magical items do. Most magic items require an aether stone of some sort or some way to siphon aether to actually operate. Religious relics like this were thought to be crafted by very, very immensely powerful clerical orders, or sometimes even said to be handed down by the gods themselves. For the Night Mother specifically, there are a few relics that have been thought to be in circulation, one of which was a halberd. This fits like the vague description that you've heard of it before. You don't know much about it other than that there is a halberd that is described to look like this, that is said to be a relic of the Night Mother.
And that's it. That's all I know.
That is all you know of the
Nothing-
13.
All right, fair enough. Well, I know well it is a religious artifact of the Night Mother. And if we intend, and we have been entrusted with it, if we intend to use its power, I would have a talk with the one who intends to wield it.
Yeah,
So-
all I know is it's cursed because, well, your friend Wolfrin kept going on about it. But I'm
Mhm.
not really much of afraid of curses, not anymore.
And I would touch on this, if we are allowed to take this for a moment and go off to the side.
I guess it's your curse, and I'm gonna go ahead and hand Riven the halberd and remove it from my sheet.
Riven slowly grasped the halberd. Thank you for your trust, Uzmir.
Right then. Shall we? I'll start walking over this way.
Riven just whispers out towards Uzmir. If he tries to kill me, just know it was Wolfrind. and then just followed after Wolfrind.
Let's see. Here should be secluded enough, yes?
Yes, but are you gonna kill me now, or is this the part
What?
where you're
No.
going to?
Why? What?
Well, you took me to a secluded place after I touched the very cursed magic item. I thought you were gonna be like, oh, you're, this is the end for you. I can't let you live. You touched the cursed item, and just slate me right there. But you
No?
aren't. Oh, okay then. Perfect. Wonderful. Continue,
Look.
please.
I won't have your head for anything. Although I surmise, from what I've gleaned about your past, perhaps you are deserving. As am I. And so, if you intend to wield this relic and devote yourself to the Night Mother's grace, I'd have you swear a few things. Apologies,
Swear.
I've never done this myself. It's been a while.
Who am I swearing this to?
The very Night Mother herself.
Oh
Now,
no.
I'll start to take out my great sword, point it at the ground, and just sort of stick it in, leaving it up, and cast Zone of Truth.
Okay.
Does Riven recognize the spell or not?
I think he should.
Yeah, when the spell is cast, everyone within range is aware that it is cast. You are aware that you cannot willingly tell a lie. That doesn't mean that you can't skirt around the truth, but you cannot blatantly say something that is untrue.
All right.
'Tis customary to make such oaths under magic such as this. I ask that you kindly give yourself to it for the time being.
Well, this seems very comfortable and welcoming. Yeah, it definitely chills the nerves a bit.
I believe that's the idea, at least in part.
So that was sarcasm. Front.
Yes. Anyways, you are now in possession of a relic of great power and of great price. Know you the weight of what you wield? Are you prepared to Are you prepared to wield this power, bear this curse, and should it come to it, lay your life down in service of it?
I am prepared to smite my enemies with it and use its power in order to achieve my goals, yes.
I really should have writ something out for this. Well, God, fuck. This is not just me as a character not knowing what to say. Oh! I ask you take this seriously for a moment. The Night Mother demands much of us. She demands that we, even stained as we might be, that we strive to make right what we have wronged in this world. At least what little we can effect. And so, I would offer you a place within the Order. Under me, at least for now.
Oh, what now?
You've no doubt heard the name thrown about lately, Order of the Ibun Fang. It's an order I've devoted my life to for the better part of a decade. Or maybe more. We strive to serve the Night Mother by striking down those who are wicked and deserving of justice. And in service of such, we use artifacts of great power and of great price. And I'll sort of part my cloak a bit to reveal my armor.
Okay.
I've taken on one such relic myself. 'Tis customary.
I see.
And should you intend to use this relic for good, I'd have you swear an oath. Well,
What would be good in your eyes?
think not of what is good in my eyes, but in the eyes of, sorry, forgive me. Think of the greater good. Of how you can serve the forces of good and protect all that is holy in this world.
All I want is to protect the people I'm close to.
That's a start.
That is my greater good. Everything else, well, case by case basis.
Well, we can only
And
protect that which is close. If we'll start
I've
you on
never,
this road,
I've
at
never
the
been
very least.
part of I've never been part of a fancy order like this.
First time for everything.
It is the first time for everything, but I don't think I'm ready, at least yet. It's a lot to think about, especially since I work under John's Or, and I have you guys to look after. I made a promise to Zephyrian that I would do that. And I can't let that bastard down. Otherwise he'll just sing a song about me fucking everything up again. So just give me some time. At least let me test this weapon out and see how well I do. See if it can control my mind or something. And then I'll be able to give you a final answer. How about that?
I believe that is agreeable for now. I do urge you to give it some thought. There's a place for you here. With my family.
Just as long as you don't call me Cub. Otherwise, the deal is fully off.
Wolfram just sighs.
Okay, that's a good start. I will give it some thought. Don't mind me and my wacky ways.
Wait. If you still intend to use that power, I do urge great caution, or if I had it my way, I'd not have you attuned to it until I have my answer, but I know full well there's no stopping you.
Oh, glad that you know me so well already. And he just smirks. Look, I haven't failed you yet, except for that one time. Okay, maybe 2 times, but apart from those 2 times, I have been extremely trustworthy. Hey, I didn't rob the sword. That's a start. And I kept my hands clean. So, just trust me this once. And if I give you a reason to not trust me, then you can do your whole shtick, your order shtick.
Right then.
Though, I do appreciate you having this talk with me, though. I do.
Yes,
Yeah.
And I should tell you, the fact that I extend this invitation is meant to be a sign of trust.
I see that.
Well, give it some thought. I'm
Oh, I
not
shall.
leaving this order anytime soon. And I will take my sword, put it right back on my back, and let go of the Zone of Truth spell.
Yeah, that spell was giving me the creeps. I hate not lying. Also, we should return to the others, otherwise Usmir will come and probably kick our butts. Because I did tell him that if I didn't return in like 20 minutes, that you have killed me. So, yeah, so we should probably head back.
Well, I can't fault you for being pragmatic.
You have to be prepared for everything, little friend. Prepare for everything.
Do they truly think so little of me? As I'll just trot back to camp.
Okay.
Yep, Riven comes back too.
I hate not lying.
Yeah, Riven hates not lying so much.
I mean, there is a save against Zone of Truth. However, if you make your save, I know that you've made your save.
Right.
Yep. And Riven's not intelligent enough for half-truth, so...
Right then. And I'll just come back to camp, give everyone just a short little nod, and duck back into my tent.
Okay. Alrighty. Let's see. Uzmir, are you trying to do anything?
No, not at this time.
I'll take first watch.
Pondering reality.
Are you sure?
I'm not tired.
That usually means you have a lot on your mind, but all right. I guess I'll take second watch. But... sorry.
Nervin? My sister's dead body is in our cart. Of course, I have a lot on my.
I know. Just didn't want to bring it up.
Slime use. You're so
Yeah,
cute,
slime.
little.
You're so cute.
Go on, rest. I'll get you in a few hours.
All right. As Riven goes back to his tent, and he's going to try and attune to the weapon.
Okay. Roll a religion check, Riven.
Oh boy. Riven can't cast guidance on himself for this, right?
No.
Okay. Religion. Lovely.
Damn.
Wow.
Riven's clueless.
So, as you focus on the weapon, you begin to feel its power kind of pulsating from the weapon itself into your body before your hands begin to go black and your skin begins to burn. You will take 15 points of necrotic damage.
Nice.
Then you drop the weapon. As it hits the ground, it begins to subside.
Ouch. That little bastard. How bad are like his hands? Like they're noticeably black.
Oh
Because
yeah,
of the
your
burn?
hands are noticeably black, almost like God damn it! Why can I not think of this? The almost like frostbite.
Got it.
As you drop the weapon, the pain begins to subside, but you still see your fingertips down to about halfway down the top of your hand and on the bottom of your hand as well. This black frostbite-like skin and black necrotic energy that had pulsated through your veins for a moment begins to alight your veins with darkness that begins to climb up your arms slightly, but it doesn't like take over your entire body or anything like that. But that blackness does persist after you drop the weapon.
All right. Riven's gonna wrap his fingers in some sort of cloth.
What
in order
cloth?
To,
Where are you getting this cloth from?
I think he brought a cloth. Let me check.
I'm gonna let the other players fact check this too. Has Riven ever went and bought pieces of cloth?
Nope, it's parchment of sheets of
Man.
parchment. I read it that sheets of cloth. It's in the
Okay.
what's it called? In the bounty hunter. I was like,
Yeah.
wait. Okay, it's parchment of sheets of parchment. All right, I guess he's gonna be like that. We're just gonna try and poke the weapon and see if it curses him again.
It doesn't seem to have any effect.
Guess it's when I grip the weapon. That's gonna be. And Riven's gonna try and grip it, but he's not gonna tune into it.
That doesn't seem to have any effect.
You little. As Riven's just gonna give up for today.
Okay. Okay. Mavra, I need you to make a perception check.
Okie doke.
$14. As you begin taking your watch, Mavra, your mind races, thinking about everything that could have been done differently, choices that could have been made in your life in the far past as well as in more recent times. Why did you leave home? Why, on your way here, did you guys go to Umbra after you had already learned of the happenings on in your homeland? Why didn't you go directly here? If you were here just a few days sooner, you could have stopped so much from happening. This power that you have shown to contain within yourself, your abilities as an adventurer, as an assassin, your abilities in combat as well as outside of that, could have been used in the battle that went on when you were away. So many things that could have been done differently on your part. Things that you could have stopped had you only done things differently. Looking over to the wagon where you know Kavra's body rests. Your mind just becomes a tangle of all these thoughts that begin to interweave and just sit within you.
I'm going to look around to make sure that everybody is asleep or not in eyeshot of me, being not inside of me.
Okay.
And then I'm going to pull my satchel around and peek at the blade.
As you peek at the blade, can I have you make a wisdom saving throw with disadvantage?
Ooh, no.
1. You stare down at the blade and you begin getting these images. See your sister fighting to protect some children, see the forest burning around, and you see you standing next to her for a moment, helping to defend your homeland, and then the images burn in your mind before adjusting and showing that you are not there with her, and then it moves over to a crowd of refugees pouring into a familiar city, the city of Alari. And at first you see yourself and your sister and your parents and others of your folk coming into this place. And then it begins to burn you out of the image, and then you see you and your friends, your comrades in the Forsaken Hold fighting the Fang and fighting the old captain from the Felvain Theocracy, all together, Zephyrion included, and then you see your sister there as she is thrown across the room, and you manage to get to her in time, and then it burns away and you see her laying on the floor. You see Zephyrion being taken away, and then you hear in your head, "We can change all of this, Malvra. Just trust in us. We can bring your sister back. We can give you the power to retrieve your friend Zephyrion. We can give you everything you need to take vengeance on those who wronged you. We can help fill that void within you. Must be complete." As you're looking down in the bag, these images passing through your mind, you notice that you're now suddenly standing with this blade in hand, the silk now in the snow. It says, "But the others must know. They don't want you. Don't want anyone to help me be complete. It's the only way, Mafra." What are you doing?
I'm going to promise the sword that I will help it become whole again and put it back in my bag.
Okay. Alrighty.
And I guess now it's time for me to go and wake Riven up for his watch.
Not yet. So,
Okay.
because Riven fucked with an item and then failed a roll.
Yep. You got fucked up. Find out.
As you begin to drift off, Riven, let's do this real quick as well. In the quiet hush of the night, you find yourself suspended. Dream that feels so real. You're standing in this place of surreal beauty, a landscape where shadows and light dance across each other, casting this otherworldly glow upon everything around you. In front of you, floating almost amorphous in form, you see the halberd, the Night Warden. This magnificent weapon that seems to pulse with energy. Its obsidian shaft adorned with this intricate silver filigree, gleaming like a beacon in the darkness here. The blade, crafted from pure energy, flickers with alternating waves of radiant and necrotic power. You feel this connection to the Night Mother, fate, life, and death. What do you do? It's floating there in front of you.
Does Riven see anything else in his first sword?
Roll a perception check.
Perception.
Looking around, it is just this cosmic scape of darkness with flickering starlight cascading across. You don't see anything other than you and the halberd a few feet in front of you.
Okay, Riven's gonna try and approach the halberd, but slowly.
As you begin to slowly approach, reaching out towards the Night Warden, you feel this profound sense of presence, as if the very essence of this weapon is beginning to envelop you. Begin to find this moment of almost revelation, a test perhaps presented by this weapon. As you're getting closer and closer, your perception begins to shift. The realm around you begins to move and spin. And as it does, your vision blanks out before coming back with these spiraling images, and suddenly, there you are. Small cabin on the edge of a town, standing above a body trembling with fear and confusion, a man dead at your feet, his spear in your hands. The scene seems unrecognizable for a moment, but in a fit of madness, the boy screams, and you notice that you are standing where he was standing, now fully grown, this weapon in hand, this man bloodied on the ground, hole in his chest. You recognize this man as your father. What are you doing?
Riven will sigh, and he will place one hand over the eyes of his younger self. And with his other hand, is Riven holding the halberd, or is it?
You're standing where your younger self was standing. Your younger self is no longer there. You are standing above your father's body with your father's spear in your hands, covered in blood. You feel this shaking, a sensation that you remember that is beginning to flood back into you.
Riven, just his entire face is just filled with rage as he looks upon the body, and he's just going to lift his hand and cast a spell, Infestation, on the body.
As you do this, your perception begins to shift once more, the scene spinning around you, becoming blind in small spurts, and you see you're standing in the middle of a town that you recognize. As you're standing there, you see your friends around you, and you see Shiro as he is walking away, disappearing into the fog. What are you doing?
Riven calls out to Shiro.
As you do, you feel your vocal cords strain as no sound comes out. And then your scene begins to spin once again, and another memory begins to unfold in front of you, and this time you're standing at the end of an alleyway. It's dark. There's yelling on the street as you see down this alleyway to you standing over the shoulder of Mavra saying something, and you can't make out the words, but there's a man bound and tied in this alleyway. You see your friend look up at you before turning towards this man and slitting his throat. What are you doing?
Riven would try to stop her.
As you begin
try to grab her hand.
Yeah, as you begin to run towards her, you see the alleyway begins to extend in front of you. You're not making any sort of ground towards her.
Riven yells, Mafra, or tries to.
And no sound comes out. And as you see the man bleeding out, reaching his shackled hands up towards his throat, you see tears begin to stream down Mavra's face before her face just goes blank with rage, with content. You see yourself there, almost a slight smile on your face, standing near her. And then the scene begins to spin and shift again before returning to this cosmic tableau and then shifting into a forest still ablaze. You see Mavra holding this young elven girl that you now recognize as Kavra, weeping in sorrow. You see this hulking figure bearing the Night Warden. As you see your friends attacking and trying to defend all of you, everything goes black as you feel this aching in your chest, and you look down, you see the halberd piercing into your chest, into your very being. What are you doing?
Riven would attempt to just grasp any part of the wooden shaft of the halberd and just be like, just smile, as if knowing that he deserved death.
As you grasp at the weapon, it's almost ethereal. You can't get a hold of it before this tinge of pain and your vision goes dark before you're back in this shadowscape, the stars alighting in the distance. See these two figures, these two entities, one cloaked in darkness, the other radiating its bright light, materialized before you. You've seen these figures before. As you stare at them, what are you doing?
Riven will try to get a better look at the figures. Just trying to squint. Try to see who exactly they are.
As you begin to squint and narrow your vision on these two figures, you see the light of one of them dims. You see your face, and then the shadow-cloaked entity's face becomes visible, and it is also your face.
Riven would try to say, like, what kind of mindfucker is this? Though I'm not sure.
No sound
Still.
comes out.
And then Riven just thinks of, like, he thinks what he just said, and just tries to approach the figures.
As you begin to approach them, moving slowly through this strange realm that you find yourself in, you see the two figures begin to raise one of their hands. Each of them raise one hand towards you. Which one are you going to? Or what do you want to do? Do you stop? What are you doing? They're about 20 feet apart.
So one of them is more like a deathly figure, and the other's like a shadowy figure.
One is like a
radiant.
radiant figure, and the other one is cloaked in shadows. Both seem to be you.
Riven takes one look at the radiant figure and just shakes his head, knowing that that's not him. And he just slowly moves towards the shadowy figure.
As you move towards this shadow-cloaked figure, begin to get closer and closer as it is reaching out its hand out to grasp it. Pain intensifies. All of these memories that have run through your mind, these choices that you've made, weigh on you, almost as if you're making the same mistakes for the first time. As you're about to touch the figure, your eyes burst open, and you awake covered in this cold sweat in your tent, the halberd resting wherever you had put it. and you see the darkness that had overtaken your hands has now crawled most of its way up both of your forearms.
Ooh. Does Riven does it hurt when Riven touches the darkness?
You gonna touch it? It
Just
does
with-
not. It does not hurt. It feels like your skin, but it is stained black, and you see it goes up almost to where your elbow is, and then splits off into veins of darkness that begin to climb up your arms.
Huh. I mean, I haven't bathed in a long time, but this is new for me. He just looks at, and he's gonna try and see if Riven's gonna try and see if there's anything else that's different about him apart from the darkness that he can recognize.
Yeah, roll an investigation check. Other than the darkness of your arms, don't really notice anything different.
Right. Now what's gonna be my excuse this time? As Riven thinks, and he's just gonna try and.
And then Mavra,
Riven's
it's
gonna
the end
just
of your
try-
watch.
Oh no.
Mavra.
Yeah. I think she may be FK.
Is Mavra AFK?
Just for a second, I think. Bathroom. Riven, since are they okay? Riven's gonna try and grasp the halberd again.
Okay. As you go to grasp the halberd, you grab it, and you feel this pain in your chest. Take 5 points of necrotic damage.
Ah.
And then the weapon begins to. You are now attuned to the halberd.
Okay. Oof. Half my hit points.
It is in its dormant state
Mm-hmm. Okay, dormant.
for the moment.
Yep. So when you add it to your character sheet, it will be the Night Warden, and when you select that on, when you put it into your magic items, it will actually bring up a window to choose from the 3 settings, and you will choose the Dormant.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, we'll probably have to make a attack option for my Roll20 sheet now.
Yeah, that's pretty easy to do.
Yeah. So Riven still has to make it his pack weapon, but he'll do that after the shift.
Luca, are you still AFK?
She went to go pee-pee.
Awesome.
She said it.
Okay.
Oh, she's back. She's back.
Alright, it is the end of your watch, Mavra.
Okay. I slap on tent. Riven,
Oh, yes. And I think she could tell that Riven has not slept.
maybe I'll go get somebody else. Are you okay?
No, it's fine. It's.
Do you open up the tent, Mavra?
Yeah.
You see Riven, his arms are black, like moving up his forearms, and he's grasping onto the halberd.
What happened?
Riven just looks at Mara. I can't lie to you, dang it. So, I touched the halberd, right? It suddenly began to make my hands just like very black color, and it really hurt a lot. I had to muffle my screams, otherwise you would have noticed. But yeah, and then after that, I fell asleep, and lots of dreams came into my head, like oof, 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 like a whole slide,
Uh-huh.
a whole dream after dream came after and after.
Uh-huh.
Then I just didn't know where everything was, and then I saw this halberd, and I kept walking towards it, and then after that, I saw you kill the guy again. I saw Shiro leaving. It was a whole mess, and then after that,
Riven,
I saw
Riven,
two of me.
Riven. Put the
Yes.
halberd down.
I think that may be a bit too late because if you continue with my story, it feels like it's part of me now.
Well,
So,
put it
uh,
down.
okay. Ezrin slowly puts the halberd down on the ground.
As you
Riven.
release the halberd, it disappears.
Okay.
Uh, has that happened before?
That has not happened before. Maybe if I think about the halberd, maybe it'll appear back in my hand. And Rin just thinks hard.
And as you do, you feel the pact magic that you have with the Night Mother begin to activate as your pact weapon appears, and it is the Night Warden.
Okay. Just say this. This is very creepy, but it's also very cool.
Okay. Well, good.
Mhm.
Nice. Go to sleep. Crawl in your sack, and I'm going to like open his sleeping bag.
Mara, I can't sleep. This is one of the. I don't know if it's a curse of the thingy, but it's not gonna end well for me if I fall asleep again. I just know this. So let me take the watch. Let me calm down a bit because this has been. If you can look at my hands, I have been having a horrible sleep. This is like the worst sleep I've ever had since
Okay.
way back then.
Okay.
So.
Oh, I'm gonna put my hand over your mouth. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Will you
Go
take?
on.
Will you allow me to take the watch?
Yes. If it means you'll stop talking.
I knew that works. Thank you, Barbara. Also, don't tell the others, at least, about the dreams and stuff. Especially Wolfrend, he'll probably have a fit. He'll probably punch me very hard.
+1 intelligence.
Well,
Every time he gets hit, plus one
here
intelligence.
for company.
Oh, but if I touch Palat, will I accidentally kill him? I don't want that.
Well, then don't touch him. He's here to come get me if you need help.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Mavra.
Balath, you come get me if anything is weird.
Totally forgetting
Okay.
that Mavra had a magic rat.
Until now.
Lath takes 15 necrotic damage.
Shut up.
I was about to say.
Anyway, I'm going to leave Balath here. If you're not sure if touching him is safe, don't touch him. Balath, you come get me if he starts acting, well, weirder than normal.
At least we got that part. I'm weird.
Good night, Riven.
Good night, Mavra. Palath, what are we gonna do?
Squeak.
Oh yeah, right. I can't understand you.
Squeak.
Okay, Rin's gonna take watch with
Yep.
Palath.
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Yep, the Riven's gonna use guidance on himself by thanks to Palath being in his company.
He just used my
Perception, right?
Perception, yeah.
All right, and where's the It's what's it? 1d4.
Okay.
$21.
Looking over the encampment that you have, you notice that it is no longer snowing, first of all. Put on is very quiet, but your hands are still black. Are you doing anything to hide the state of your hands? Your coat covers up your arms.
Yeah, there's nothing Riven can do about the hands. He did cover the with the coat as much as he can.
Okay. Looking over the area, you don't notice much wildlife. Get outside, the snow acting as a natural sound. Fires, embers. Everything you saw. Not much. Just feel ripping heart down at the halberd. Connected itself to you. Hard to say whether that is good or bad at this point. Looking over at Palath. Palath has never done anything. Reminds you of the innocence of some creatures. The fact that you yourself have taken advantage of the innocence of creatures around you before, using it to your advantage. You don't notice anything out of the ordinary on your watch, but all of the images that ran through your mind and that vision that you had, deciding to move towards the visage of darkness instead of the visage of light, that conscious choice of not hoping to change, but instead of leaning in to the darkness that you know is already inside you, weighs heavy on you. Doing anything on your watch?
Nah, except for talking to Pilaf. Especially like whispering stuff about like in his mind and trying to get some stuff off his chest.
Right.
Blood is good for that.
Ploth is a spy sent by the BBEG.
Oh no. See, that's how Maverick collects all the secrets.
So, your watch eventually finishes. Who are you waking up?
See, Pilaf, here's the problem. I can't wake up Wolfrun because if he does, he's gonna get me in so much trouble, and I don't want to hear it right now. And it'll probably give me a good smacking too. Usmir, on the other hand, you know what? Let's wake up Usmir. That's a great idea. Come on, Pilaf. Usmir. Wait, where's Usmir? Oh, Usmir.
Boink.
Usmir, it's your turn to watch. And if Wolfrun asks, nothing happened. Everything was calm.
Guessing the curse didn't go out too well, did it?
Well, it probably was the sword, you know. Probably
I-
just.
Don't think it was the sword.
Well, anyway, I have it under control now. And Riven just will try to use his pack mag to make the halberd disappear from his hand.
It does so.
Like that. Okay, see, I can control it. It's fine. It's just I now have some nice little well, scary looking marks, I guess. Do you perhaps have any like cloth or anything that can cover my hands? Because I really don't want to get the earful that Wolfman's gonna give me.
I got some rope.
Rope.
That's about it.
Yeah.
I guess, would there be cloth in the healer's kit?
There's bandages.
Alright, so yeah, I open up my healer's kit and give him the bandages out of it.
Thank you. As Riven tries to bandage his, anything that that's noticeable that can't be hid with this coat.
Yep, you can bandage the entirety of your hands if you'd like. Fine.
Yep, Riven will do so. Thank you so much, Ismir. You're a lifesaver, and also you saved my nose from being broken. So thank you for that.
You know your hands being bandaged will still draw attention, right? It's not like this just makes the situation go away, so I think you should probably come up with a good enough story to tell Wolfriend when he does wake up.
Well, I have 3 stories, and one of them is more believable than the other.
And none of us want to hear them besides him.
Exactly. So, well, anyway, it's your turn to watch. Do you want Palath, or should I tell Palath to go back to Mavra? Palath is very, very good at helping you.
Palath can do as Palath wishes.
Okay, Palath, what do you want to do? Well, I guess that was his choice. I'm just gonna go back to sleep.
Probably a brave decision.
As Riven's gonna try and fully make it his packed weapon, his halberd.
Okay, and Wolfram, with your passive perception, first of all, how heavy of a sleeper are you this night, Wolfriend?
This night, I mean, I'm gonna.
A lot has been going
it's-
on, so that's why I'm asking you this. Otherwise, I would have just made a decision. But with everything going on, is it like you are passed out from exhaustion, or are you trying to stay aware of your surroundings because of the stuff that has been going on? Where are you at with that?
I have said for comedy's sake, or I've thought for comedy's sake that he's a pretty heavy sleeper. So.
Okay, then no, you do not hear the conversation outside of your tent.
Okay.
Comedy, nice.
Uzmir, roll a perception check. 11. As it is deep into the night, 2, 3 in the morning, looking around, how is Uzmir feeling about the recent events? You've said multiple times that Uzmir doesn't really have feelings, but how is Uzmir, like, I guess, dealing with everything that is happening currently in his life and in the life of his group?
He is definitely distraught, being that he's not really used to moving with a group, and it's been a lot more dramatic over the past couple days than pretty much anything that he's had to do with, though he is used to, like, every once in a while being with a party. It's normally not something that's like this. It's normally like, hey, go kill some goblins over here and then your job's done. It's not like a whole bunch of trauma in a very short amount of time. On top of, childhood home being burned down, etc. So he's definitely like heavily thinking about everything, trying to come up with logical ways to deal with situations like this in the future, because he doesn't feel like things have gone exactly well through these events. Like, it's been poorly planned, poorly executed.
So as these thoughts are running through your mind, as you're keeping watch, towards the end of your watch, the first rays of the sun on the horizon, maybe an hour, 2 hours from now, the sun will be fully up. You hear crunching in the snow towards the northwest of you guys.
Towards the northwest.
Yeah, like up from this direction.
I did not see where you clicked.
Up from this direction. Oh shit, wait. Up from this direction.
Oh. Um. 1 second. Wait, so I'm gonna go ahead. I mean, like loud crunches, like something's approaching.
Something that's not trying to be loud.
So I'm going to transform at this point to a blink dog
Okay.
and start making my way over that, kind of sniffing about to see if I catch anything in the wind, because I am great at hearing and smell.
Okay. As you begin going over there, you smell these creatures that you've seen before. You're fairly familiar with these creatures. They are moorbounders, creatures that dwell in the Blightwood. And you see a large female moorbounder along with 2 moorbounder cubs. These panther-like forms with almost fish-like eyes and tusks that protrude from the backs of their mouths.
What all do I know about them, I guess, since I know them really well?
Go ahead and roll a nature check with advantage.
Not great at the natures. 17.
Okay. They are one of the many predators that stalk the Blightwood in the foothills of the Kingdom of Melja. They are known as pretty dangerous killers. And most people try to avoid them on their travels. However, they can also be used as they're often used as prized mounts. There are a few people from the village in the Blightwood that you're from, or that became your home. 2 or 3 of them who managed to actually capture and train some of them and use them as mounts. The process of domesticating a moorbounder is fraught with peril, to say the least. But they can be fairly good hunting companions if trained well. Their primary weapons are their tusks, and then they have retractable claws, much like a cat. But they're very strong, combat-oriented creatures for the most part.
And they're coming towards us?
They seem to be tracking towards the camp. Whether they know that you're there or not at this point is a completely separate case. Are you trying to be stealthy as you're approaching?
I'm definitely just slunk down, looking through the cracks, this openness in the brick walls lined the road.
Okay, go ahead and roll a stealth check as a blink dog. A 19. Really good. They're just going to go off with their passive perception. They don't seem to notice you.
They are definitely gonna fucking find us, though. So
We left the meat on the fire.
At this point, I am going to let out a large howl to alert the camp.
You all are awakened to a howling dog.
Oh, well, are we being attacked?
Hells. I'll
And then the
Grab the
moorbounders
greatsword, put on
are
my armor.
alerted. Wolfram, did you say you activate your armor?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and Riven also takes out his halberd, but he has no armor. So.
Yep.
Uh,
As you guys all come out, you see this group of creatures. Amavra, you recognize them as moorbounders. Wolfram and Riven, you guys have never seen creatures like these before. These large panther-like tusked creatures, massive muscular body on one of them, the other two much younger cubs of the larger one, most likely. And then you see a blink dog with a slight green hue.
I am hoping that the large muscular one is our friend, and the blink dog is our enemy.
I am
Doesn't
growling
the
at these
slime turn into a
moorbounders.
blink dog?
I don't think you've ever seen the slime turn into a blink dog.
Well, wait, no, a little bit.
You've seen his face go like canine, like
Oh, well.
you've seen him turn into a death dog.
They like
Oosmere?
have they not has no one mentioned that?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay.
I don't think any of you have seen him
Okay,
turn into a
cool.
blink dog. I think the only thing you guys have actually seen him turn into is a death dog and then a thorny vegapygmy.
I mean, we have his.
And an axe beak.
And an axe beak.
Oosmere, have you eaten one of those before?
I am just back towards the group growling at these moorbounders.
Can you nod your head? Or shake your head?
I let off that like shake that dogs do, like from head to tail.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to perceive that as a no. Do you have to eat the big one to get the same effect?
I lick my chops.
Trying to get pelts. Fine, I'm going to draw my bow.
Okay.
Wild animals, can't we just scare them off?
Well, if he eats it, he can become it, and you never know when that'll be handy.
Wolfram
And the
just
pelts are
shrugs.
worth a lot of coin.
Wolfram, like, Brain, please.
Oh, I probably should have.
He gives a look when you mention coin of slight intrigue.
Alrighty.
Wolfriend, I grew up as hunter.
I messed up my roll 20.
How'd you mess up your roll 20?
I just did. I don't know. I'm gonna refresh real quick.
Okay.
It started to where if I zoomed in at all, the whole map disappeared. There we go. Change him to a 6 to where it says my name instead of Blink Dog.
Yep.
Are we all rolling initiative or?
If you are participating in combat, I would like you to roll initiative.
Woof.
Oof.
Man, it is not our day.
It's not.
I mean,
Oh,
my
that's even
initiative
worse.
is boo boo fart, so.
I'm sorry, what?
Boop, boop.
Oh my goodness.
And Riven's not wearing armor, so he can't even get in close for melee.
Mabra's not wearing armor either, because there's no way she put on a full set of armor in the few seconds she used to get out of her tent.
So yeah, our AC is in the mud.
10 plus your dex
Mine's
modifier.
fine.
Bold of you to assume I ever took my armor off.
If you don't take your armor off, then you do not actually get a long rest. Because sleeping in armor is not comfortable for you, and so you don't get the full benefits of a long rest if you sleep in your armor. But if you didn't take your armor off, that's fine. You just won't get the full benefits of a long rest.
Where did I take my armor off on this stupid thingy?
You don't. You just... What is your normal... What is your dex modifier?
17?
Left side, big number.
Oh, you
Oh,
already
3.
have your armor off. You can have your bracers of archery on. I don't know how much that's going to help you in this sense.
Well, hopefully we don't die.
Yep, I'm 14 because of Ring of Protection.
And Luca, you're currently at a 13 for your AC. Alrighty, so first up, this Moorbounder right here is going to do a standing leap.
Oh no.
So that will be leaps over here.
I cannot find the Dawn Doth section on my character sheet. How long does it take for them to put armor on?
So let's see.
I thought it was at the bottom, but it is not, it seems like.
So light armor takes a minute to don and doff, medium armor takes 5 minutes to don, 1 minute to doff, heavy armor takes 10 minutes to don and 5 minutes to doff, and a shield just takes an action.
Cool.
In other words, you guys don't get armor.
I got mine.
I don't have mine.
That is just a skill issue, honestly.
Oh my god.
Somebody please delete Pat.
Claw attack.
I
there will
got
be-
mine, so
There will be a claw attack against Uzmir. Let's see. So, yes. There we go. Want. This is a 20.
Definitely hits the blink dog.
So that is 7 points of slashing damage as it claws into you. And then we'll move on to the next Moorbounder, which is the larger one, and it is going to run up this way and then also attack you with 2 claw attacks. Why is it not bowling? Okay. Refreshed. So first one is a 7.
Nope. Nat 1 did.
Second one is a 22.
Ooh, so I am going to end up going back into original shape.
Does any of the damage go over?
1 damage goes over.
1 point of damage. So as these two more bounders both attack Uzmir, you see them slash into his blink dog form before his bones and form start shifting and pooling into this slime form and then reverting back into his humanoid form. Do you revert to your humanoid form or your slime form?
Never really thought about that.
I think that's an important question that we can answer later. You're in human form currently. Alright, Mavra, it is your turn.
Okay.
It's just a baby!
It's just a baby. It's a baby that's trying to talk to my friend. It's also the only baby that I have a line of sight on.
Cool. Don't try to tame a more bounder and have a little pet fish kitty.
I don't have any animal handling skills. I can only talk to them.
And we
I
already
mean-
have Pilaf.
Also, there's 2. So, you know.
Hold on 1 second, checking sheet.
Where's Pilaf
Arrange.
at?
Back in the
Oh
tent.
no.
Back in the tent?
Mhm.
Alright.
Another Warwinder comes.
What are you doing, Mavra?
I'd like to cast Speak with Animals.
Okay.
I want to talk to the big one and be like, hey, what do you need?
Alright, so you cast Speak with Animals.
Mhm.
So you just ask, what do you need?
Mhm.
Okay. It just yells, protect, protect. And is that all you're doing?
Um. That's all I can say to it.
What else are you wanting to say?
If you run away, we won't hurt you.
Alright, so you say that. Yeah, you can say that.
If you run, we won't hurt you.
Alright, or roll a persuasion, or roll an intimidation check.
Intimidation, the cinnamon roll's worst thing.
Oh no.
Okay, take that into account. Okay, are you moving at all?
Yeah, I'm going to move and then take defensive stance.
Oh.
I'm moving back to show them that I don't mean it any harm.
Riven! I'm gonna do a
Riven.
quick thing on a Riven sheet.
Oh, the halberd thingy.
Yeah. You are getting way too many things in your attacks column.
Yeah. No, it's because we didn't delete some of the stuff that I don't have anymore. We need to go through that list.
Alright.
Like the spear no longer exists. Hex no longer exists.
While you're doing this, I gotta walk over and grab vape batteries.
Okay. And Riven.
Do we understand speak with animals?
Well, I guess it depends on how it works. Like, does Mavra speak normally and animals can understand it?
I mean, that would be how I would
like-
understand the spell to work.
Yeah, she can speak normally and animals can understand that. And then you guys don't understand what the animals are saying, but so as of right now, your Night Warden is going to function just like your normal Pact Halberd, except you will have the I will add an additional roll column thing for where is it at? Show global damage modifier. Field. Go.
Yeah, because for some reason, like on the sheet on the
It's down
the
on your
other sheet-
notes page.
Yeah.
It's on your notes
it's plus
page.
8. Oh, nice.
It shouldn't be a +1 weapon yet. At
I don't know,
dormant.
It's dormant, and for some reason it's a +1. But yeah, we can fix. I mean, Rim's not gonna attack with the halberd just yet, so.
So you should have a Night Warden button for your global damage modifier.
Ooh, want me to test it?
Yeah,
it's right there.
Actually, I'm going to change it to what it's actually called, which is Fate's Sacrifice. So for every 5 hit points that you sacrifice, you can do an additional 1d4 necrotic damage.
Alright, sounds good.
But anyway, it's checked off right now. I unchecked it now. Anyway, so yeah, what are you doing, Riven?
So, Riven heard what Mavra was saying. As he's talking to the creature, he doesn't understand what the creature said. So what he's gonna do is, 5'10". He's gonna move, 5'10" around the tree. And what he's gonna do is he's gonna hold his action, an Eldritch Blast. If either the mother or let's go with the mother. If the mother attacks Usmir, he's gonna let go. He's gonna let go of his spell.
Okay, sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
And going into Uzmir, what are you doing? I will say, Uzmir, this thing looks mighty tasty, and it's definitely only a 1 CR creature.
Oh, I've already made my decision. You ain't gotta make it any better.
You did hear Mavra tell them that if they leave, you guys won't hurt them.
Uzmir's a fucking monster. He has already decided that he is fucking eating that thing. I'm swinging my axe at the big one.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an attack.
That was
Natural
that
one.
fucking one.
Roll a percentile. Roll a D100 for me.
54.
All right, 54. Where's my critical fumble chart? There it is. Alrighty. For a 54. Why does this look all weird now? Alright, my Excel sheet's not formatting correctly. Maybe just nothing will happen because it's not working.
Hell yeah.
You're really tired and you fall backwards in the snow.
No, that's terrible.
Prone.
If there is an ally within 5 feet of the enemy, you hit them instead. There is not an ally within 5 feet of the enemy, so nothing happens.
Nice. Gonna go ahead and swing again, and this time I will activate my thing and use a charge.
Okay.
Swing 24.
24 hits.
That was another net one.
So that's 8 and 6, and then I need to. They need to make a DC 14 con save.
14 con save. Righty. Nine.
Nice. So. So that's 25 points of damage,
Yeah, they take a
And
shit ton of
they're-
damage.
and they are poisoned.
Awesome. They will have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls. I believe that's what poison's gonna do to them. On all attack rolls and ability checks, yep. So, you do anything else, Uzmir?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use my accelerated mind to where I get an additional action.
Okay.
So that is a bonus action to use that. And with my action being an attack, does that mean I get both my attacks again?
Again, does it say it gives you an additional action?
Yes.
Yeah, it's just action search, so you get another attack. Or you get both your attacks.
9,
9's gonna miss.
19.
19 will hit.
It's not using a charge this time, by the way.
Okay.
So
Tis
another 10.
cleaved in twain.
Mama's dead.
Yep.
Oh. Wonderful.
Well. Oh well.
Like, oh well, we tried.
You doing anything else?
Staring at the baby.
Another slime comes up, eats the mom, and turns into it. Alright, after Uzmir, this baby over here is going to run away. Wolfriend, your turn.
So, I forget. Does Riven have his halberd out?
He does.
Yep.
And you see his hands are bound and wrapped with what looks like medical bandages.
I'm just gonna clock that. Give kind of a how do I describe it?
Disapproving look.
Nah, not disapproving. Just like a oh well.
I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed.
I'm not
Like, oh, you're a dumb fuck.
I'm not
Yeah.
I'm not mad. I'm not even disappointed. This is what we're doing now. And I'm going to just move, I guess. Here's fine. And try and shoo away the baby. Just go. Get out of here.
Get on, get! Alright, roll intimidation check.
Intimidation. I'm good at that. It's 16.
16. Yeah, it seems pretty scared. Is that all you're doing?
That's all I'm doing.
Alright, this Moorbounder is going to attempt to run. Uzmir, if you'd like, you have an attack of opportunity.
Oh no.
No, I'm gonna let it go.
Alright.
I've got my prize.
Leaps out of there and begins running off. Are any of you intending on chasing those creatures?
No.
Nope.
Nope.
Alright. Combat will end there then. Alright. So, you guys are left in the aftermath of that very short battle. There is a large dead Moorbounder on the ground, its head cleaved in two. An even larger axe.
We have to kill it.
I mean, it's Uzmir. Isn't that how he transforms into other beasts?
By consuming them, supposedly.
Well, it's dead now.
Osmir,
No
can you
changing
clean that up,
that.
please? I'm tired of looking at it. Crunch, 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 crunch. Beth.
And I'll just walk up to Riven.
I think she might be pissed off. Just
at
a
his
little tiny
hands.
bit. Why are you looking at my
You still
hand?
you still have the halberd out. Do you?
Yes.
Do you still have the halberd out?
Yep, he does.
Just bit of a soft smile, hand on your shoulder. We'll talk in the morning.
Oh. Yeah.
And
yes, sure.
It is morning.
I am. No, the hells, it is not. And I am going back into my tent.
You see the sun cresting up.
He's like, not yet.
Not yet. And I will lie down for however long.
We're all gonna get exhaustion.
I'm gonna devour the Moorbounder.
Moorbounder.
Yeah, and this is gonna be because I did not explain it before, and nobody in this stream has heard about it. So this is gonna be horrific, like slime tendrils reaching out from my body around this beast, and basically like I wouldn't call them fangs appearing, but like almost like my body's opening up like a fucking mouth around this thing as I just devour this gigantic beast. Or is it considered gigantic? I didn't even look.
Considered a large beast.
Oh, as I devour this large beast into my being, like I don't know how to explain it, like almost wet sounding.
Yeah, it's not pleasant by any means. It's full on hentai.
Yeah, fuck it.
Boy? Question mark?
Okay.
No.
Who's me? You should have a Moorbounder in your journal. Would you have to roll anything for that? I don't think so. You can just do it once per day, or once per short rest.
Alright, Uzmir, you did your thing. I'm just gonna go back to sleep.
Everyone just goes back to bed. 6 in the morning, the sun's already rising.
I'm gonna lay on this here buckboard for a short rest.
Thought you were about to devour the little girl's body.
Nah.
Moving on to the next one. Okay, so yeah, you feel the power of the creature begin to infuse within your slime form, knowing that you can now turn into that. Is that in your journal now? Should be.
Yes, I just gotta edit stats and everything now.
Yeah. Alrighty then. At that, it is at the end of your watch. So you can go wake up Wolfrin for his watch now if you would like.
What?
Wolfrin, you're laying in there.
Poor Wolfman.
As the sun kind of is rising. What are you doing, Usmir? Are you waking up Wolfriend, or are you just letting him go back to sleep?
Yeah, we're gonna go and wake up Wolfrin.
Wolfriend, you're getting comfortable. You've just doffed your armor. You're kind of rolled over in your bedroll, and then you hear a tapping on the flap of your tent.
Why?
If you don't consider the sun being up morning, it's still your watch. You're the one that wanted this. Or we wake everybody up and we move the fuck on.
I don't. He says nothing, just gets right back out. Armor on. So, what are we? How much longer before it's fully light? Like, what, an hour?
Like, yeah, like an hour, hour and a half, somewhere on there.
Do we want to get moving? I mean...
Currently, the only person who has not gained the benefits of a long rest would be Usmir.
Riven too.
Oh,
and
I had my spell
Riven.
Why would I not? Because I slept through 2 of them.
Yeah, so each watch is 3 hours. You need 8 hours of sleep. That's why you have 4 people each doing one watch. So with Wolfrin being the last watch, he got a full 8 hours of sleep already. With Mavra being the first watch, she will now have her full sleep, and then you still require one more watch to go on to get your full sleep, and then Riven also.
And I am a full elf, so I only need 4 hours.
Yeah.
That's fine. You go. Bed down wherever you are. I'll keep watch. I'll just sit my ass down here.
Wolfrin, roll a perception check for me.
Actually, nah.
No, go ahead.
Nah, I don't want to do it, actually. I was gonna...
Alright.
Perception, you said?
Yep. 11. Going through your watch, other than the bloody carnage that remains of wherever that Moorbounder went, you don't really notice anything out of the ordinary. Your watch finishes, the sun is high in the sky at this point. You can go ahead and start waking everybody up.
Yeah, about... I guess, last part of my, my watch, I'm just gonna start packing up my own stuff.
Okay.
And
A
I guess
slime falls out of your backpack. Yeah.
I'm snoozing still, even on the ground. I slept through that shit.
Yeah, you see the slime, and then there's like also like still part of him, just like a Z that is right next to where you think that his mouth would be.
Just scoop them up. Just place them gentle back into my pack. Continue taking down my tent, I guess.
Okay.
And then once my watch is like over, I'll wake everyone else up and stuff.
Okay. Yep. You begin waking everybody up. Stuff is packed. All begin heading out for the day back to Alari. Over the next day and a half, 2 days, pretty calm. Don't encounter too as you begin to crest over one of the many hills here in Melja. You begin to see the makings of the city walls of Alari. However, there's this pinging in your head, this pain for a moment, almost forcing you to look towards the city.
Oops.
Not yet. I had to fight them yet. So, as you guys begin to crest over and approach the city walls, you see a few guards, as well as a massive, like, shanty town almost full of refugees. There's this wagon begin through the shantytown towards the city walls. What are you guys doing?
Is there like a gate guard or someone close that, like, off in the distance, or like, do we know that we have to go through like some sort of?
The shantytown is built up around the main gate to the city.
Got it. Okay.
Well, we need a temple, do we not?
Yeah, we do.
See if they won't let us in.
But who's gonna do the talking?
Yeah, your
Well-
guys' face of the party is gone.
I suppose I will.
I'm gonna
If
pop
Do you
out a
speak
bag.
Elvish?
I could always talk to them.
you think yourself convincing enough.
Just can't you? Do you have to turn to a child or something? Because you look a lot more imposing, like, a bit older.
Not everything has to be a threat, Riven.
People tend to be a lot nicer to children.
Especially children who speak Elvish.
Especially children that speak Elvish and are from this country.
That is true.
No. Tent City.
God damn it, I don't remember Grammy's name.
Play a little half hour.
It's Grammy.
Are you talking about your grandmother type figure?
Yeah, the one that's from Alari.
I thought you were talking about my grandma who had passed away.
Oh no.
No!
Oh god. Badge. Alright, your grandmother's name is... Dup. No. Miriam. So, as you guys approach the guard post at the front gates, one of the guards holds out his hand, the other two stand by behind him. Halt! What is your business here?
My grandma lives here. Her name's Miriam. I've brought my friends with me.
Right. So your name's Miriam.
Yeah, the one that has all the brooms.
You saying that crazy old cook who stole all those brooms in town, she's your grandma?
I don't know if they were stolen, but yes, that would be her.
I distinctly
kinda like
remember a massive investigation. We found over 73 brooms in her house.
Well, she did like her brooms.
It's fine to like your brooms, but you can't steal everyone else's brooms.
I understand. I'm not saying that she was doing a great thing. I did not know that they were stolen, though. However, I've visited this town regularly because of her, and we're just passing through to talk to the priest.
You're needing to see a priest.
Yes.
Why might you all need to see a priest? You're also healthy enough.
My friend Mavra's sister has recently been very injured. And the priest here is one of the only ones that can help.
Right. Don't cause any trouble. All this stuff's been going on here recently. And they kind of move aside. Let them through! You guys begin riding through the gates. You pull into the city proper, and you see that much as the state outside the city walls is very similar on the inside, there's still a large amount of refugees. People are going about their business as well, and the snow-covered streets are being kept up with as much as possible with the amount of foot traffic, but things are still tense here. What kind of temple are you guys wanting to go to? One to the Veth'Arden? That's the largest church here, but there are a couple smaller churches, one to the Lawbearer and one to the Night Mother.
Well,
I vote we throw in with the Night Mother.
of course you would. Like, what,
Yes.
what else would you s-
I'm one of her faithful.
As I said, I knew it from the very beginning. Usmir, what do you think?
I'm not sure which one would be able to help us the most. But being as the Veth'Arden is more attuned to nature and such, I'd assume the Night Mother being life and death would be the better one. I'm not super familiar with religions.
Well, if memory serves, Veth'Arden is over the protection of life. Right?
Yes.
The Night Mother's domain is more so death.
I'm just afraid that if Zephyrion's anything to go by, they'll probably even refuse, maybe, to bring them back, saying that, oh, her time has come or something. That's
Well,
my fear.
Well,
hers
if
has
that's
not.
the case, then that's the case.
Riven just
That
looks guilty.
the Night Mother has dominion of such things, and if she says no, then the answer is no.
Then shall we head to the Night Mother?
Yes.
If that's what Mavra wants.
Any objections?
No.
Uzmir?
None.
Very well.
I'm going to be caressing my satchel as I say this.
Okay.
And we are off to the Temple of the Night Mother.
Oh, no.
Yep.
Alrighty then.
And this is how we join the cult.
Okay. Moving through the city, you see the amount of refugees, and like even the tent city on the outside was quite a bit more than I think you guys were expecting. But they still are throughout the city as well. You guys have to. No, Uzmir's fairly familiar, so he can navigate you guys pretty well through. This guys over.
Nobody get used to this. We've already been to 3 of the 4 towns I'm familiar with.
Oh, very much true.
And one time in our other campaign, in our one shot.
Okay. Load already. Fucker. Oh. Wolfren. Uzmir. Riven. Mavra. Dragon.
Wait, dragon?
Well. Where is Avra's? Alrighty, you guys find yourselves at the small church of the Night Mother.
Well, knock on the doors, I guess.
You knock on the door. There's no answer. The doors are also not locked.
Who knocks on the door of a church?
Apparently, Wolfred, instead of just barging inside, all confident like.
It's outside of normal worship hours, presumably. I'll just open the door.
As you open the door, you see the interior sprawl out before you. It's fairly small. You don't see anyone sitting in the pews or anything like that, but you do see an old man kind of hunched over what looks like a podium looking through a tome.
All right, I'll approach. Excuse me, sir?
No answer.
I think Wolfred's
We
shy.
require the help of the resident cleric here. May we speak with them?
You see his head do a slight upturn towards you, and then like his eyes go wide. Oh, sorry, I was deep in thought. Not. What can I do for you, son? I apologize. We don't get too many visitors these days.
Seems that way. Unfortunate. We have a soul taken before her time that we were hoping we could get some help with. Or, if nothing else, some guidance.
So soul taken before her time. Where
Yes.
is this person?
Would be right behind me, Marva.
Well, she was supposed to be found behind us, but, Mavra? Mavra?
Sorry guys, my junk is lagging so hard.
Mavra, can you roll a wisdom saving throw for me with disadvantage?
Okay. Hold on. Sorry, it's really laggy.
You should try to refresh because your image is even gone.
Oh, there's
Eight. Ever since you entered the city proper, this headache has been getting worse and worse. These like radiating pains. And as you guys arrive to this temple, you guys begin walking in. You have this uneasy feeling, like something's not right.
Like with the temple or with me?
Just something's not right in general.
Okay.
there you are, Mavra. The priest is looking for you. I thought you were behind us, but apparently you're outside.
Can you take cover? I have a splitting headache.
Oh, alright. As, Riven just, gently just grabs, holds, Katra. Are you okay?
Yeah, maybe I just haven't had enough to eat.
Can, Riven, like, check and see, like, Rune's gonna try and see if she's like sick, or is something else going on.
Roll an insight check. Something's going on with her. She doesn't seem like she's ill. But she also doesn't seem to be lying about her piercing headache.
You're not sick, are you?
Something's off. I don't know what, but something doesn't feel quite right.
Okay, Mavra, take a seat over there as Rune nods towards one of the benches. Just try not to wander off while we try and help your sister, alright?
Of course.
I just have a bad feeling, and
You too?
well, about you. Not sure
Oh.
about this place, but you're acting very strange, and I'd rather you not hurt yourself.
What do you
now.
mean? How do you mean I'm acting strange?
Well, your headache, for one. You don't look sick. Headaches just don't come out of nowhere.
Yes, they do. Part of being mankind.
Maybe you're right. Maybe overthinking things. I'm sorry, Barbara. I'm just gonna take cover. Just be careful, okay?
You know what? I'll carry her.
As he's no longer carrying sister.
So as you begin advancing through, the old man says, "Ah, that must be her. How
Yes.
long has it been since she has passed?"
3 days.
Jeez. Well, we can try our best, but I can't promise anything. Resurrection magic is a fickle thing, and if the mistress deemed it was her time, then I can't promise that she would give her back.
We've prepared for such an outcome. At least I hope. Sort
I
of looking
accept
towards
the Night Mother's will.
we
Very
need
well.
only try. Although I will say she did fall like this because of our inability to do our duties and protect her. Mine especially.
The threads of fate are woven in strange ways sometimes. Mayhaps you are meant to fail to protect her. Mayhaps her death lead to something greater. But nonetheless, we can always beseech the mistress for her aid, for her guidance, and perhaps she will oblige. So, please bring her to the back. Steps off the stage and begins moving back. Uzmir, what are you doing?
He sneaks in.
He's oozing, and also
I'm-
mirroring.
I'm just sitting on the step looking at the statue.
Yep, and I will send you guys a picture of the statue real quick.
I'll look up at the statue, bow my head in reverence for a second.
And putting this into the reference material. The stone statue kind of stands over this area, her hands out. Right, place her at the base of the statue.
I'll sort of start praying to myself, to the Night Mother. I wasn't strong enough, and she paid the price for it. Please, set this right where I could not.
I am happy to help you. I mean that when I say it, though. Like I said, these spells can be troublesome for you as well as the deceased. And as he begins praying over her, casting the spell, sure we get this right.
Want to move your map up in the stream so everybody can see
Yeah.
the whole two of us in here.
A says, Mistress of Shadows, whose cloak conceals both life and death, I beseech thee in this hour. May you grant the gift of life with thy whispered breath. From the depths of the abyss hear my plea. Guide the soul that's lost its way. Bind it once more to this mortal coil. As your shadows and the moonlight heralds the birth of a new day. With reverence I offer this sacred rite. In thy name, Lady of the Night, let the spirit be reborn in flesh and bone. By your grace, let life be rekindled. In your name, dear Night Mother, I pray. And as he does this, he lifts up this very clear-cut gem, this diamond, and he waves his hand, almost tossing the stone in the air, but as he does, it shatters into dust before falling over Kavra's form. What do you all have to offer?
I've... Prayer?
The more of a connection to this girl, the better. But we need to bind her soul back to her form, usher her back to this plane. To do that, we must entice her soul with memories, with things that she would recognize.
Does it have to be an object?
Not necessarily.
What about a childhood friend?
What do you mean?
Sorry, hold on, my thing's being janky. There you go. Like this.
You wish to kill a rat?
If it means getting my sister back.
I don't think murder would be the way to go. Is there anything that you shared with her that you could use within this spell to entice her to come back? Even a memory. Something that would bring her joy.
Well, there was the very first hunt that she ever went on. She did better than I ever did. She was so proud of herself because Kavra was always such a gentle girl. I remember we spent all day in the woods searching for the perfect mark. And we came across a displacer beast. And she took it down. 1 arrow, 2 arrows. She dressed it herself, she kept the tentacles for mittens, and then she created a cloak with our grandmother's help, of course. And she gave it to my best friend River. And River was so proud of her. I was so proud of her. Our parents were proud of her. The entire village could not believe that a giant displacer beast was the first hunt she ever completed.
Roll a persuasion check. We'll say with advantage. 11.
I cried. The dice gods are not with me today.
I forgot I have guidance.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, so the priest looks at you and kind of smiles lightly, nods. Anyone else? Any of you have anything you can offer to aid in this resurrection?
Some words. I did not know her well, but I must try.
By all
And
means.
I'll kneel down beside her. You were taken before your time for our inability to protect you. For that, I am sorry. But we have a second chance. For you, for us, to avenge the home that you love, the people who are still here, displaced, yearning for justice. You're skilled. You can help. Just please, come back to us.
Roll a religion check.
Of all things. Ooh, okay.
16.
Okay.
We will require one more offering.
How old's Kavra?
She should be
Kavra.
50.
Sorry, say that again, Mavra.
She should be 50.
15. There you go. Still
So
very young for an elf.
I would not have known her though.
Yeah, no, keep in mind, Mavra is 75.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just didn't know if she was like a baby around the time that I was there or what, so.
Riven looks at Uzmir. Did you know her?
I did not. Though I could still offer some life if that would be beneficial.
You have connection to our family, Usmir. You're one of us.
You can offer a lot more than I can, that's for sure. And Riven's gonna try and place his hand on Uzmir's shoulder. Close his eyes as he tries to apply guidance to Uzmir.
Okay.
Well, priest, does blood itself benefit in this situation?
I have seen people offer blood, but it's much messier of resurrections when blood is involved. Times, especially if the blood is not belonging to a relative of some sort to offer. In the case of missing parts of bodies and the like.
Uzmir, what about if you talk about the forest itself? The forest that she grew up in?
I suppose I could try. Out of character, y'all motherfuckers. I do not do speeches for fuck all.
Uzmir does the Braveheart speech, but about a forest.
Give me just a second. I'm working magic here.
I remember you do get a plus 1d4, so.
Working magic.
By his magic, he means ChatGPT's magic.
That is exactly what I mean. That was
I mean,
way
Riven
too
would
long.
probably
It gave
offer.
me like 15 paragraphs. I'm not reading all that.
Yeah.
Nothing fucking good.
Just say it.
We can talk about the mystic of the Blightwood. A living tapestry of enchantment and nature's embrace. It cradles the town that we all called home of Ithalor. The forest is no mere woods, it is a guardian and a tester of hearts. As we seek to revive our fallen comrade, let us honor the forest's magic. The Blightwood intertwines with Ithalor, offering a chance for rebirth and renewed spirit. May our intentions be true, and may the forest guide us on this sacred journey. There we go.
Okay.
Damn, that was really deep and so off topic.
I'll say roll a nature check.
Damn.
Guidance?
Yeah, he already said it. I rolled a fucking nat 1.
Well,
Oh no! Well, the spirit's not going. Coming back.
Could have just let me out for the blood,
R.I.P.
boys.
for real, Kavra.
As your words leave your mouth, you guys see the shattered diamond dust in the air begin to fall onto Kavra's body. Darkness. And Mavra, you're the first to catch the eyes of the priest kind of just shoot downward, and you can tell something has not made the connection that you were hoping for. And then there's that pain in your head again. Vision begins to darken, room becomes darker around you. Your vision begins to go red. And in the blink of an eye, you all see as going back to the wisdom saving throw made, Mavra has moved to the other side of the priest, and a shattered blade sprouts from the chest of the priest very quickly and suddenly. As blood begins to splatter out of him, he lets out a beat of a scream before you see the blade begin almost drinking from this man's blood from the wound. And Mavra, your vision begins lightening and coming back to you. As you look down, you see yourself covered in blood, the form of this old man on the ground, as this shattered blade begins radiating this darkened red aura. And as this happens, you see this aura extend onto Kavra's body, and Kavra's eyes flit open, pearls of deep red, as breath enters her lungs. Her eyes blink a couple more times before going back to normal. Mavra, you're sitting there and you see Kavra begin to move. 5, but covered in blood, this man's body at your feet.
Oh, he's dead.
Mavra, what have you done?
Wait, does Riven recognize the blade?
You all recognize the blade.
Okay.
I saved her.
I'd like to say that I threw that down the well after you guys walked away.
It was me.
I threw it down the well to prevent things like this.
Mavra, you hear in
And-
your mind, give her back to you. Keep your end of our bargain. And the blade is slightly longer than it was previous.
Alright, so Riven's gonna immediately go over here, and without even hesitation, he's going to try and cast Infestation on the body. So basically, so that the bugs can try and eat
Riven?
eat him as fast as possible.
Riven, no, wait.
Mavra is currently sitting in a pool of this man's blood with his body like right next to her. Also get hit by this infestation. And the pool has like moved from this man's body over to Kavra, and seemingly with the aura that was radiating around her began seeping into her form as well. Kavra is unconscious now. Her eyes flit open. You guys saw these deep red orbs within her eyes for a moment before they flipped back to normal and she passed out. But she is breathing currently. And Mavra is now soaked in blood, blade in hand, now rushed to Kavra's side.
So just from that glimpse, if it's a long shot, but do I get a sense if that's actually Kavra?
Roll an insight
It would
check.
be. Insight. I might be proficient in this. Where is it? I am. Oh, 15.
Damn.
That's still decent.
No. It's just the fact that they're both 50.
Yeah, my last religion was both 16s.
You have seen a few resurrections in your time. None like this. This is some dark force. And whatever that dark force, at least momentarily, was within Kavra's form. It was not conscious long enough for you to gauge anything beyond that. But whatever this was that brought her back to life was not by any normal means. And the blade continues to absorb blood from the ground where Mavra is sitting.
If that dumb blade can just suck up all the blood already. Well, friend, what's done is done. What are you gonna do? Kill Kavra again? Come on.
No.
Then
Something's terribly wrong.
Also, with all your guys' passive perceptions, everyone except for Mavra here, you guys see the statue of the Night Mother with streams of blood coming from the corners of her eyes.
Something is very wrong here.
Oh yes, it is very wrong. But the worst part is, we just have to deal with the situation as it comes. For now, there's a dead body here. We're the only ones that went in here. We already told the guard we were coming here. So if he goes missing, guess who's gonna be responsible for all this? Us. So, what we have to do is first deal with the body, then we can deal with whatever sorcery happened over there. Good news is, Kavra's alive, I think.
Okay.
As soon as Riven says deal with the body,
We
my eyes
killed-
just open wide and I lick my lips. I'm like,
We
I
have
can handle
killed
this.
Lucifer,
the
not yet.
priest of the Night Mother.
Wolfriend, calm down. Uzmir, look, there's
This
blood
is
still.
bad. This is
very
really,
bad.
really bad.
Oh yes, this is incredibly bad, but we need to at least do something and not argue between ourselves while this is happening.
Mavra, what are you doing while all this is going on? I assume their voices are the least of your worries right now. Everything around you is almost muffled.
They are background noise as I sit there and I hold Kavra's head in my bloody hands, just willing her to wake up, willing her to talk to me.
She's breathing, and you hear in your mind as you still clutch the fragmented blade. We'll wake soon enough. Don't let them take me.
Alright, I'm just gonna start pacing. Alright. We've killed killed a priest of the Night Mother. Kavra's
Did-
back, resurrected
is.
by some infernal blade
Something of the sort.
with some
Yes.
twisted magics. That wasn't like any resurrection I have ever seen. It cannot be right. Kavra's alive, it seems? We don't know if that's actually Kavra. I get the sense she might not be. It,
But look, we can deal with that later. For now, we need to find out a way of how to get out of here without being seen and without being implicated with this. Because you know exactly what's gonna happen. I already have a bounty on my head, but you guys we're clean, kind of, maybe. But now we're all gonna be wanted men here. And this is supposed to be Mavra.
As this conversation is going on, you guys hear this ungodly, like, sloughing noise as you see Uzmir's form shift and the body disappear.
Oh,
okay.
Well, that's one way to take care of the body.
Okay.
This is when control water would be useful.
Okay. So we're left here. No priest.
Lots of blood.
Okay.
Mavra, if you are attuned to 3 items, you need to unattune to one of them, and you are now attuned to the blade.
Okay.
You can put it on your Adobe sheet. I will send you specifics on the blade, but it is called the Shard Blade.
Okay.
You are attuned to.
I forgot how to add the extra page thingy.
Yep, we'll do it afterwards. But
Okay. Well then we'll just unclick the bracers, I guess.
okay.
We need to get rid of that blade.
Not yet. We'll talk about that later. Right now, there's blood there. We have a bloody Mavra. Riven's gonna, as soon as he said this, he's gonna walk out and he's gonna try and look outside the
What's
that?
Oh,
He's gonna look outside the church and see if there's anyone around.
There are quite a few people. The town, like I said, is filled with refugees. There's a lot going on, a lot of moving parts in the city currently.
Is there anyone that's like heading towards the temple or not yet?
It does not seem like that. The worship of the Night Mother is not super large in this area. It's large enough that there is a small temple to it, but currently there's no one that seems intent on heading towards the temple.
All right. So Riven's gonna try lock the front doors for now.
Okay.
Okay. I locked the front door so no one can surprise us.
Riven, search the rooms, try to find something to clean up this blood. Cloth or something, we can burn it after.
Are we serious?
Yes,
Well,
friend. Otherwise, all this for naught. It happened. We need to get rid of the evidence.
God's damn it all. I'll start using prestidigitation to clean up the blood.
As you do so, you've gotten much closer to Mavra. You see one of her eyes is a deep blood red. You don't see any pupil. Mavra, your vision hasn't changed at all. You don't quite notice this, but as you are leaning down to help clean up the blood, Wolfrind, getting close to Mavra, you see this as she is looking down at Kavra.
I'll clock that and continue cleaning up the blood.
Okay. Looking around, you guys do find 2 bedrooms. You can take the blankets or sheets to help clean up.
Yep, Riven will do just that to help Wolfriend.
Uzmir's just sitting here staring at the statue at this point.
Yep. Two just streams of blood-like tears running down the statue's face.
Hey, Uzmir, can you turn into the old man?
It doesn't work like that, I'm sorry.
That could have been much easier.
What, and just hang out in a church dressed as an old man?
No. See, here was my plan. You could have walked out into the woods, and then, oh my, he disappeared and never came back.
As far as I'm concerned, he wasn't here when we got here.
I'm gonna look up to the statue of the Night Mother and just sort of pray, I guess, to myself, saying, or to the Night Mother, I guess. I am so sorry.
Is there any more
Alright,
blood left?
We'll fix this. We have to. I'm sorry.
The stone flooring is slight red color where the blood was. You guys do get it cleaned up, but there will be a stain here unless you guys are going to stay for an extended period of time with some actual cleaning materials to get it out of the stone.
Not even magical cleaning can get that?
Not after what this blood has been exposed to. It is
Oh boy.
stuck pretty good.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna get a bounty after this. Well, maybe mine will actually be platinum now. Silver lining.
I'm just gonna sit on the steps, just holding my forehead, staring at the bloodstain.
Uzmir, since Wolfren has lost his mind, we're gonna have to use our incredible brains to put a plan together.
I've not lost my mind. I'm thinking.
Well, that statue will definitely not hold all the answers. What we need is one, an exit, without being seen, or being seen as by few people possible. Actually, wait, I think I may have an idea. And one of my brilliant plans. As Riven is gonna use... this is gonna go horribly wrong, but... he's gonna use Disguise Self.
Okay.
Using his invocation.
Yep.
And he's gonna change into the old man, the perfect replica of the old man that was in his mind.
Just forever?
No. Forever. Well, even though it would increase his cleanliness by +10, but
Well, I don't know what your intent with this is. Are you gonna go out and publicly be like, I'm going on vacation? Then...
exactly. Riven's amazing plan.
I mean, he could always be like, hey, I'm taking them to a better temple of the Night Mother.
Yeah, are you...
Well,
have you made
Wolfram,
this plan known?
You see,
No.
you see Riven's visage change as he morphs into the image of the deacon, the priest of the Night Mother.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
We don't even know his name.
Well, his name's Will now, so hopefully that's his name. Or maybe somewhere around here could tell us what his name is. Let's see. Let's look at over here. He goes into this area and try to search for anything that can tell him what the name of this guy is.
Roll an investigation check.
Nat 20.
Jesus.
20. Looking through, you do find a few notes as well as a few pieces of mail. And they mark him as Deacon Balaris.
All right.
I have a question.
Yep.
Am I in like a trance-like state, or am I still feeling kind of normal?
The area around you seems much less important to you, but you are aware of your surroundings. Kavra still hasn't woken up. The only things you are for certain of is Kavra is alive, and this blade made that happen. And you have this complete and utter urge to never lose ownership of this blade. It is ingrained within you.
Okay. Am I aware of what I've done? Like, am I like fully aware of what's happened to make Mothra or make Kavra come back to life?
You are aware of the event, although the way you are viewing the world, whether this is your perception or the blade pushing this perception onto you, it does not seem to bother you at this.
Okay.
More of a
That's very out of
necessity.
character for Mothra.
Yes. Your current mind thought, as you hear your thoughts racing through, that this was a completely like a necessity, a necessary thing to do, and you are not currently thinking about the repercussions of it.
Okay.
Also, does Riven see anything more interesting in the notes? Like anything that would catch his eye?
Yeah, so there is currently the church ledger that you find. All of their reparations and stuff that have been garnered by the church in the past, like all of their funds, were recently given away to help with the refugee crisis. So the church is pretty broke at this point. You also see a notice of agreement to use the temple as a living space for any overflow refugees who might need it. Other than that, nothing really out of the ordinary or anything exceptional redefined in here.
So we may have fucked over some refugees.
Oh, okay.
So, there's several ways I can go about this, but none of them are very easy or pleasant. All I want is for Mavra to not get the blame of this. That's it. That's all. That's my main goal here. So, plan one of my ingenious plans. Me, as the deacon, I'll set fire to something, and then he'll be, guards will have to chase me, and then I can just morph into someone else and lose the guards. So now everyone will think that the deacon is a pyromaniac. Isn't that
tarnish
amazing?
his good name?
Yes.
I
That's plan one. Okay, it's not plan two. Plan two is I just walk towards the forest and never to be seen again, while you guys just find a secret exit and try not to be seen coming out of here.
could just leave town with us.
That is plan three. The most boring of the plans, but probably the most intelligent one.
Wolfriend,
Yes?
can you deal with him?
What do you want me to do?
I don't know, hit him or something.
What? Okay.
He's obviously not thinking correctly.
Okay, then what's your plan,
Later.
Lucifer?
I just gave you my plan.
Exactly, and I agree with that plan. Unless you want to go the pyromaniac route.
If you set something aflame, make sure it's far away from the church.
Don't worry, I'll lead you just fine, my fellow brothers and sisters. Wait, I need to get into the character. Oh, please, I'll lead you just fine, my brothers and sisters. Like that? No, it was
Please.
a bit more gruff.
Don't set anything on fire.
All right,
Look,
fine.
we
Let's just
just-
take Mavra and Katja and let's get out of here.
We just leave. That's all we can do. We leave. We find my order so we can get something taken care of.
Something. You better not hurt Mavra.
No, of course not.
But I don't know if what that cursed thing has done or what.
You guys hear the
If she's with her
front
now-
door. You guys hear the front door shake, and as it is barred from your guys' side, you guys hear, Deacon! You don't usually have the church locked up at this time. I have some urgent news. Deacon? Mr. Ballaris?
I'm gonna try and get you some time. Just find an exit.
Oh my god.
Coming. As Raven's gonna try to get as close to the voice as possible, even though it's probably unlikely. Yes, I'm feeling rather unwell.
Are you opening the door?
No, he's talking through across the door. But sorry, we're closed at the moment.
Deacon, this is rather important. Could you please open the door? I need to come in and speak with you.
No worries, my child. I'll come out, and you can speak outside. As Raven's gonna open the door, then quickly, not quickly, but he's gonna like shut it casually behind him.
Okay.
Is something the matter?
Yes, I come with, I come with a writ from the Lord. Everything okay?
It's not-
You sound a bit off.
No, it's just for some reason, I've just been feeling ill. I woke up and suddenly I'm just starting to have this fit of cough.
Well,
Wolfriend, Kavra, grab Mavra, grab Kavra, and let's go through the back door.
Alright. Come, little sister.
We try and...
can you...
Wait, does Carvan need to be carried?
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
unconscious.
I can't move her token or else I would.
Here. Let's see. By Mavra. There you go. Now you can control her token.
Yay!
I'm gonna...
I need you guys to roll stealth checks.
yeah, I'm gonna... Before I do, I'm going to take off my armor,
Okay.
or just dismiss it, rather.
Yep. Mavra,
And-
you are rolling with disadvantage because you are carrying somebody.
Oh no!
Oh,
no. Stealth on stone?
My god, you've gotta be fucking kidding me!
That was horrible.
Oh.
Is that like the fourth nat one that we've had? This...
Oh my god, I had a nat 20 and a nat 1.
Can I get Uzmir's and Wolfriend's?
I will cast invisibility on myself
Okay.
using my feet to do so. So
Okay.
I would roll stealth at advantage.
Yep.
Jesus fucking Christ.
That's the fifth nat one! That's the fifth one!
Look,
My god!
it's not the nat 1. It's the 3.
I know, but look how many nat ones we've rolled. Even the ones we
Oh,
haven't taken.
my-
It's horrible.
This.
That's
Oh,
it.
this
That's
is-
it. DM absolutely hacked roll 20.
As you guys move through the chamber heading towards the back door, Uzmir, you make it through the door fine. Behind you, coming, Mavra and Wolfrin. Mavra carrying Kavra. Wolfrin, you knock one of the torches off of one of these pillars over here that slams on the ground. Mavra, you trip and fall into the doorway. So this and like this at this point. Mavra, you are prone with Kavra in your arms. And this man says, "Father, there's somebody inside," and just pushes his way through you, Riven.
There is. As Riven also follows.
Halt!
I'm
Who
still
closed it?
invisible.
You are invisible, yep, but this person is running up towards Mavra and Kavra.
Oh my god, this is so
We're gonna have to
terrible.
kill everyone. We're gonna have to kill everyone.
No.
I'm gonna come back to the door over the top of Mavra.
Father,
What
go
happened?
alert the guard. Deacon, go alert the guard, now!
Hush up. As
The
Riven,
deacon is here offering me solace.
The deacon just started agreeing with the guy.
Oh my god.
Oh! Roll a deception check, Uzmir.
There it is. I am not deceptive. 16.
I do not know what's going on here. Something seems off.
I
If
can
it is
explain if you'd like.
right then.
We have been chased by a group called the Iron Brand. They killed my friend's here's sister, and we came in hiding to the deacon, and we've been on the run from the Iron Brand long enough that we don't know who's a part of them anymore. So he's been trying to keep us a secret from all, and he's also trying to keep himself not acquainted with us. So if you was part of the Iron Brand, you wouldn't think that he's on our side and you would kill him too.
That is true.
Quick, Wolfrin, give me a number between 1 and 10.
6?
There's a +6 to insight?
What?
Well, guess we have to kill everyone.
So, the man seems confused. But he seems to be buying your story. Alright. I not belong to this organization known as Iron Brand. If you're in hiding, then that I might be able to help with.
The deacon has already given us a path forward. We're going to be leaving the city now.
Yes, I did.
Right. I'll forget that I saw you all.
I appreciate it, sir. If there's anything that you need to make sure that if our faces are ever brought up to you, I'm more than willing to pay it.
No, I don't need monetary aid or anything like that. Just be on your way. Need to speak with the deacon privately.
Thank you. As I scoop Mavra and them up off the ground. Mavra did just BRB though, so.
Yeah, I will move Mavra and Kavra.
Come on, Wolford, you clumsy fucking bastard.
Yep, I'm gonna creep out still invisibly, I guess. 'Cause
Okay.
I'm still invisible.
Yep.
Clank, clank.
He
I
dismissed his
removed my armor.
Dismissed his armor.
Yeah, even without the armor, even without the armor, the three is like clank, clank, clank.
Father, those people, what they said is true?
It is true. That's the reason why I didn't want to open the door. They're fearful, you see. They need protection, guidance, and the revival of that one sister. The Iron Brand is merciless. From what they told me, the stories that they told are just, it hurts my heart. But that is here nor there, my good child. What is it that you seek? The writ, is that correct?
We have much to discuss. Speaking on the Iron Brand. Not bode well. Most of Ithalor ashes. Oh,
No.
many of the refugees have found their way into the city. The city won't be able to support most of them. Much longer,
Do they
at the
need-
very least.
They need lodging. A place of succor.
If that was the only thing they needed, it'd be something that we paid in. We've already given all of our funding and offered up our place of worship for shelter, but it sounds like they're going to start having to relocate some of them. In the winterscape, that won't be an easy ordeal. Food is already scarce as it is with the.
Okay, so what Aaron's gonna do is he's gonna try to think back to all Zephyrion's teachings and try to answer as Night Motherish as possible. Um, can he try and remember, like, and see if he can remember some of Zephyrion's teachings, even though he slept through most of it?
Yeah. I feel like Rocky's memory on that matter is about as good as Riffin's is, so
Oh
go
yeah,
ahead,
it's
my
absolutely
guy.
horrible.
Go ahead. Give us some of that Night Mother knowledge, my guy.
Oh no. And the worst part, I didn't even write them because even Riven wasn't paying attention, so I didn't even write it down. Then, what do you propose that we should do? For I am just one man. As you can see, our church isn't. Well, by Night Mother's grace, it's enough for us, but we're not in good standings compared to other churches.
Roll a deception.
Sure. Probably on that one, considering all our rolls. Oh, not bad.
15. I don't know what we should do. We can only hold so many. Some will be lost to the winter. I know some won't make it. Traveling. Anyway, we should go speak with the Lord Errant, please.
I shall. Let's be on our way then.
Riven just lives here now.
The fuck is his plan?
Yeah, he's
Riven's
just
such
trying
a
to.
fucking
What is our
idiot.
plan?
He's trying to get enough time for these guys to leave fully.
Yeah, speaking of these guys to leave,
Riven hasn't left like the church yet. He's just.
there's
Does he hear the door closing or something? Or
Yeah, they're out of the building if they would like to be out of the building.
yes. There's a fence surrounding the area we have found ourselves in.
Yeah, there's a gate over here.
There's a gate over here.
Okay. Alright, and that's kind of away enough. That is fine. Okay, it's fine. It's fine.
I mean, there's a lot of people on the street. As to whether or not they give a shit whether you're walking through that gate, that's a completely different story.
It should be fine, right? We're meant to be taking flight anyways.
You guys move out of the gate, the gated area. It leads into what looks like a city park. Fairly large, grassed and wooded area. Moving away from the church. What the fuck are you doing, Riven?
that is a very good question. Yeah,
Beacon.
knowing him will probably know what to do. One more thing, my good sir. As he does a come here motion into the temple.
Well, need to hurry. The Lord Aaron won't wait forever. Expecting us.
That is true. Sorry. So Riven is gonna be a wanted criminal after this. Riven's so dumb. Riven's so dumb. Okay, he's going to cast Radiant Step.
Hey,
When you're disappointed with your own character.
Oh yeah, I am.
Oh
so
my
disappointed.
god.
We did all this effort and all this hard work just for this. Because all the good ideas I can't say as Riven. So I just have to go with what Riven knows and what Riven will probably do when he's stressed like this, and he's gonna do this. He's gonna cast Radiant Step, and which is it's gonna be a loud noise too. It's gonna be like it's 3rd level too. Should I roll Kuro or should I or is there
yeah, click on the spell like you're gonna use it.
Mhm.
So we can see how much damage it does to this innocent man.
Oh. Not much.
Constitution saving throw. Riven, I need you to also make a Constitution saving throw.
Yep.
You rolled a natural 20 minus 1, but
Uh,
so he will take half damage. 11. Okay, Riven, first of all, your Radiant Step does necrotic damage. You also are going to take...
yep, because Riven chose Shadow.
You will take 3 necrotic damage. And you feel the pain start moving up your arms past your elbows. And you teleport further into the temple?
Wait, why does he take necrotic damage?
Because of the whole dream sequence and him choosing necrotic. So because he chose
He's-
I'm guessing.
He's cursed because he has a cursed item. And There are other things that go into that cursed item with the rolls that he has made up to this.
Nice.
No, not nice at this point, but yeah, it's actually really cool.
Suck.
Where are you
Yep,
teleporting?
1 second. 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. How much the distance is?
30
It's 30 feet. 1, 2. Oh, guess Riven's gonna be running like hell. 1, 2,
Or
3.
sorry, 90 feet.
Okay. So, how many people like around like over here? Like,
There are a lot of people walking on the street.
mhm.
No matter where you land, you're going to be seen. This man flies out of the room and is dead.
Nice. Oh no. And they all saw that, so I'm guessing Riven's gonna have to go. He's gonna go further in the temple. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Like right in between the, like right here. Oh wait, it's 90, right?
90
It's
feet.
90.
How far are you guys going away from the temple currently?
We're stopping at
Huh?
this gate.
Coming at this gate. You guys hear an explosion from the inside of the temple?
Oh God!
You see a bunch of people stop on the
me.
street before you hear a terrified scream and then someone to yell, He's dead!
Yes.
I'm so glad I'm invisible. Look, we just need to go.
And leave Riven.
He'll find his way.
You guys
Riven.
see Riven running out of the doorway. Did you let go of your illusion?
He is gonna try and change. Since he can like cast it at will.
Yep.
He's gonna try and change to more of an elven figure.
Alright.
More of an elven, like like one of the displaced people. Just more of like rags for clothes.
You guys see a very down on his luck elven person come running out of the temple.
My good sirs, you won't believe what happened inside there.
It has Riven's voice.
Oh, you sorry bastard.
Well, either way, we need to go.
Damn it! Let's
Like,
just
really need to go.
Oh.
Proverbial camera will zoom down into the temple onto the porcelain masked face of the statue with blood dripping down its eyes. And that is where we will end for tonight. Unless Wolfren, what do you have?
Before we do, just as not Riven is running past, Riven, you feel a finger on your chest, and you just hear, "We're gonna have a talk later, a real one."
Why?
And then we go.
Okay. You guys are running through the park now. A crowd is forming in front of the temple, giving a fairly good distraction for your guys' escape. And that is where we will end for it. Good night. For anybody watching, good night. We love you. Shit's getting fucked up, apparently. All the way across the board. I don't know what Riven's plan was, but that definitely didn't seem thought out. Any means.
Thing.
So, good night, everybody. See you guys next week. Love y'all.